Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is of course Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Today you join me for a brand new set of Marvel Legends reviews. As in front of me we have the SP//DR Build-A-Figure Wave, or aka Spider. Now you may be joining me on the Marvel Legends UK YouTube page, as this is a dual brand review, and thanks to the guys at Marvel Legends UK I managed to get my hands on a full set of this wave to review for you guys. So again, check out marvellegendsuk.com, or just in the search bar on Facebook type in Marvel Legends UK, you will find the group. Thanks to those guys, I now have a full set of figures to review, and what other way to start off than, in my opinion, the most anticipated figure in this wave is Dr. Otto Octavius. Definitely a figure we needed to complete the more modern Hasbro Sinister Six figures, and he is looking very good in hand, people. I think people are going to be very happy with this guy. So without further ado, let's kick things off and have a look. So down the side of the box we get a picture, on the back we get promo art, we get a write-up, and then of course, as always, you get a list of all the figures in the wave you need to complete the SPDR Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Doc Ock. Now I should mention as well that Doc Ock actually doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and he comes 2 per case. So hopefully everyone's going to be able to get their hands on this guy, and you don't need him to complete the Build-A-Figure. The other 6 figures in this wave have a Build-A-Figure piece, but not Doc Ock. So we won't be seeing one of them just yet. But yeah, as I said, he looks really good, people. Let's get this figure open. And here's the Doctor out of the box, and I must admit, first impressions of this guy are very, very good. Obviously, he doesn't have his tentacles attached, as I wanted to take a look at the figure without them first. And I don't have a fancy rotating base, but let's spin this guy around, and you will see on the back there, he has 4 ports for the tentacles, and they are all the same size and shape. So you can obviously detach and reattach them in any order you want. I've read online that they don't articulate much, so it'll be a case of just moving them around to get different looks on the figure, which is frustrating because everybody wanted bendy wire tentacles, but for whatever reason we haven't got them. Probably a cost thing for Hasbro, to be honest. But yeah, I just love this figure. It reminds me very much of the old animated series. I love the colours they've chose, and I just love that face sculpt as well, that angry Elton John looking figure. It's just really, really good. Don't know who else they're going to use this body mold for, but it's definitely a new mold. Definitely not seen this before. And the articulation's all there. Lots of ab crunch. You can go all the way back as well, and he even wiggles a little bit. Double jointed arms, double jointed feet. You can even do the splits. Elton John can break dance. Obviously the head's on a ball joint. Those glasses seem to be a separate piece as well. So you can actually lift his glasses up to reveal his eyes. So I don't know how many people knew that, but bring it a little bit. You can actually see his eyes under the glasses. Now the glasses are glued, but I guess you could cut them off if you wanted to. But yeah, his eyes are actually painted and sculpted under the glasses. The glasses are a separate piece, which I think is a really nice touch. Now, let's get into the tentacles. I wanted to show you how they come packaged, to be honest. Let me zoom back out. Sorry, I didn't realise that was the case. So yeah, his tentacles come packaged like this. So they're just all over the place. And some of the actual top pieces are unplugged as well, but they seem to be on a ball joint, so they're going to be able to move 360 any way you want. But yeah, that's how they come packaged out the box. So let me get these out, plug them in, and see what he looks like. Pow, and here he is with his tentacles, and I must admit, in person, this is great. It just comes alive on the shelf. It's just such a dynamic figure to have posed in your display. It's just stands out. I don't know if it's the colours and the arms and the combination of just the vibrantness. It just stands out. Trust me, you're going to love it. And yeah, it's standard. Considering he's quite a chunky figure, the articulation is in there. It's sturdy. The ankle pivot's really good. And you can pose him in a dynamic way, and the tentacles are not going to weigh him back. So yeah, it's really, really good. I really like it. So as I said, these tentacles just plug in and plug out, and you can change them, mix them and match them any way you want, depending on your display or your ACBA or whatever you're doing. But yeah, really, really good. And I still love the fact that you can lift his glasses up as well and reveal his eyes if you want to. That's such a cool little touch that they probably didn't have to do. Now, unfortunately, these arms don't articulate. They do move, so you can like bend them, but they will just bend back in place. So it's a soft plastic that's obviously formed that way. So you can move them, but yeah, they're not bendy wire. And these are on a ball joint, so you can move these, you can spin these, and you can move them any way you want. And yeah, so it's up to you how you want to display. And there's two shorter ones, two longer ones. I'm putting the two longer ones on the top, two shorter ones on the bottom. And yeah, he is going to stand out on my shelf. Really, really like it. So this would be the perfect opportunity for anyone who doesn't know. Let's ask the question, Dr. Octavius. Who is he? This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character this figure is inspired by. So, Doc Ock, who is he? Well, Dr. Otto Octavius, aka Dr. Octopus, first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man #3 way back in July of 1963. He's a highly intelligent scientist, and during an accidental explosion, 4 mechanical appendages became fused to his body that for some reason he could control with his thoughts alone. The accident also seemed to damage his brain, which led to a life of crime, infamously getting the better hand of Spider-Man the first time they battled. He's known as the Master Planner and was one of the original members of the Sinister Six. So there you go, I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. So, let's get into some comparisons. So here's Doc Ock compared to the classic Pizza Spider-Man, and you can see Spider-Man is a tiny bit taller, but even though Doc Ock looks short and stumpy, he isn't that short. If I get the tape measure in, you can see he is still about 6 inches tall, but he does look in box like he's going to be shorter than other figures just because of his stature, but nope, he's definitely 6 inches tall. So yeah, his scale is really, really good. So let's get the comparison that everybody wants to see really. And that is the Sinister Six. Pow! So there you go, ignore my pathetic posing, but there is a quick setup of the original members of the Sinister Six. The only thing that annoys me about this lineup is that this Adrian Toomes is actually the Ultimate Universe version, so it's not the accurate Adrian Toomes from the 616. So hopefully Hasbro do give us a 616 version of Vulture, but other than that, these are looking good. Obviously, you ACBA artists out there can create something a lot more dynamic than that. But I thought it was just fun to see how they all line up. And I do think height, sizes, and just the look of them is perfect. Really, really happy. Very nostalgic. So final thoughts, because my camera is playing up and I want to get this review out quick. I do really, really like this figure. It's very nostalgic for me as it is a very accurate looking Dr. Octopus. Yes, it would have been great to have his arms that are on bendy wire so you could get him to stand up on his arms and maybe the fingers could articulate. Yes, that would be perfect. But for a £20 figure, I'm not complaining. It's going to sit on my shelf in the same pose anyway. So if he's going to stand there amongst the villains, for me personally, it is fine. You get your £20 worth. But I know there's going to be people out there that are never happy. The community are never happy, let's be honest. But look, it's a very solid Dr. Octavius. Really like it. It pops on your display. A lot more dynamic looking than other figures just statically standing there. His arms do give him a bit of flair on the shelf. And yeah, what can we say? I really like it. And I really like that you can see his eyes underneath his glasses as well. So customizers are going to be buying doubles of this guy so they can get him in his different versions of his outfits and whatnot. But I'm very, very happy with it. So you let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Dr. Octavius? Is this your most sought after figure in this wave? Or are you not happy about the arms? As I said, they do not articulate. They just swivel. So they swivel and you can pop them, you can change them, you can turn them, but they do not articulate. You can pull them, but they're just going to snap back in place. They're just a soft plastic. But again, looking forward to see what the ACBA community does, because my posing skills are not great. But this Doc Ock is going to be hard to beat as my favourite for the wave already, and it's only the first figure. So yes, obviously subscribe to the channel as I will be reviewing the rest of this wave. Let me know what you would like to see next. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated, and I shall see you on the next one.